crash course. We're learning we're learning more about life insurance products um, that offer all different kinds of value that the old life insurance policies just simply don't do anymore. I just wanted to record this video though because this Sunday I missed recording my live. With updates and things like that. And so just wanted to go live, kind of fill you in on what's happening right now. I'm in traffic. I figured, you know what, since I'm in traffic, I might as well go live and I have some time to burn. And so anyway, I wanted to kind of update you on what we've been doing. So yesterday we had day one of the crash course where we are learning more about term life insurance and permanent life insurance. A lot of good value, if I'm being honest with you. A lot of things I didn't know, and obviously a lot of things I still don't know. What's interesting too is in the life insurance space, there's even people who've been in the space for 20 years, but there's so much going on in that industry that there's always something to learn, which I enjoy because I know that I'll always be busy in this industry. And so cool to like the two things I really learned that I really actually enjoyed was that, whether you get a term policy or a permanent life insurance policy, each of these policies can include what's called living benefits. And a lot of people aren't familiar with living benefits. A lot of people have life insurance coverage, maybe through their employer, or maybe they just purchased, a policy somewhere, maybe through one of the, those big alphabet companies, and they're missing a specific coverage or an endorsement. We call them riders in the industry, where they could have coverage for a life event that could extend coverage to either like a cancer, a heart attack, a stroke, ALS, Alzheimer's, critical injury. And this is huge because there's so many people, that have a life event, but they don't pass away, and if they didn't pass away, well, the life insurance didn't pay them out, but they have medical bills, they can't work anymore because of the life event, whether it be a heart attack or a stroke. And so what happens there? And so I know someone personally, very close to me, that who I don't want to name for obvious reasons, but they were, they're self-employed. They had a scenario that came up where they developed cancer, and unfortunately they didn't have this type of policy. And this was, well before, years prior to me becoming licensed. And so it was so unfortunate because, this person literally had to stop working to address the life event he was going through. And as a result, he unfortunately had, he had a lot of debt he accumulated, and a lot of, a lot of issues that came up outside of just dealing with cancer. And so, living benefits on a term or a permanent life insurance policy could actually help with that. And so it was, that was something we learned yesterday, which was really cool. And then the other thing too that we learned is that everybody's financial, goals and situation is very different. So what you need financially versus what I need financially is very different. And so it's very important to ask questions to really determine what it is you need, right? Some people really just need a term life insurance policy. Some people are like, no, I have enough disposable cash. I want to start putting some away. I want it to be tied to the S&P. I want to earn some interest on my money because it's just sitting in an account, like a checking account. And so that stuff matters. You know what I mean? Oh, we got some comments here. Let me see. Womp womp in India. Money signs. Here is night. Oh, right on. Yeah, I'm in California, so here is morning right now, and I'm on my way to day number 2 of our training for life insurance. And so, yeah, and I'm in traffic right now too. So, anyway, just wanted to share that with you. I'm on my way to the second day of our crash course, and I'm very excited because there's so much more to learn, and I want to learn it so that I can offer it as a service to my clients. And so a lot of people have asked too, like, why did you get life license? I thought you were just dealing in commercial insurance. And I'm like, I focus heavily on commercial insurance for business owners, but a lot of business owners, when they work with me, and it's not to brag, really, but it's more like they work with me and they're like, they enjoy the way I work with them. And then they're like, Fabian, what else do you do? And so before I was like, I don't, this is all I do, oh, okay. And so it was kind of born out of that, so instead of instead of being reactive, I'm more proactive. I went and got life license, and now I offer it as a product that we can, provide to our business owners, to help them in other ways as well. A lot of my business owners are involved in the health and wellness space, and so their focus is helping others, but who's helping them, right? And that's kind of my philosophy around it. And so I'm like, well, look, we'll help you with the business, and then at the same time, we can help put together some programs for you, that can help protect you if something happens to you, and help your family out, and help your partners out. Because some of these business owners that I deal with have partners, and if like one partner goes, that's a huge blow to the business. And so having something in place that can help support the business and the other partners that survive would be amazing as well. And so that's another reason why we've put these things together. But I'll be honest with you, full disclosure, I got my license in November of 2024. And I'm a very quick learner. I'm very ambitious in the sense that, excuse me, I'm very ambitious in the sense that I want to learn the product and things like that. But I'll be the first to tell you, sometimes I'll have people ask me questions. And so the first thing I say is I go, look, if I don't know the answer to something you're asking me, give me 24 hours and I promise you, I'll get you an answer on it. I never want to misrepresent the carrier, the coverage, the program, myself, the companies. I never want to do that and misguide somebody. And so, that kind of is what is part of the conversation right now, only because I'm barely learning. But the only way you're really going to learn is getting in front of clients and talking and having these conversations and really figuring out what it is they need, gathering that data, and then taking it back to the companies and saying, all right, look, this is what my client situation is. This is what they're looking for. How do we design something for this individual to really help them maximize the potential for either their investments or, just get them a secure policy that protects them if they pass away or if they don't. Drive into a guy. Yeah, I'll pass. Insurance in this state is so crazy. I would do it if insurance was super cheap because I wouldn't have to worry about my rate rising. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. Anyway, that was an update regarding what we're doing today and what we did yesterday. Last week, I got to be honest with you. Last week, our agency was tested again, man. It's so on one end, I'm super excited about the fact that we're growing and that we have business coming in from different parts of the country. But on the other end, our processes are being tested, right? We're getting intake, we're receiving client, leads and we're working with these customers. But, our process is kind of, it's slow in a sense where, the staff doesn't know quite, what the next step is. And so huge problem there in my process. So what I did is I created some process flows to really kind of outline exactly what it is my reps need to be doing, and at what stage they need to be doing it. And so last week I spent a good part of the week obviously helping clients out and doing that kind of stuff, but also putting together a workflow for them to really get into, to really help out and to really be able to know exactly what they need to do. But aside from that, man, it's business as usual. I'm super excited. Like I said, I'm on my way to learn something new. And really, to be honest with you, you should be excited about, whatever it is that you're doing. I hope it's the right thing. But the point I'm making is, you have to start with a good attitude. You know what I mean? And that's a perfect segue into really how I want to close this is, you have to have the right attitude. A lot of people go, throughout their life with a poor attitude. They just, everything's bad, everything's negative. And the reality is as long as you keep thinking like that, everything will continue to be bad and everything will continue to be negative. But if you can figure out how to flip your attitude, to change your perspective, right? From that of, one of being pessimistic to one of being more optimistic and excited for the future, exciting things will occur. A lot of people don't realize that, the luck that you have in your life, you create it. You create it with the activities, the action, the outlook, the perspective, and your attitude. And so, I would say, especially now, since it's very early in the year still, and we're, entering March, take a look at your attitude. If you don't have the right attitude, like fix it for yourself, fix it for your family. Even if you're a young kid, like change your attitude, man. Like there's no reason why you need the bad attitude. Like start putting together a list of all the things that a bad attitude can earn you versus what a good attitude can earn you. If you're in business, if you're an adult and you got responsibilities, having a bad attitude, man, and a bad outlook on life isn't really going to help you out with your responsibilities and the things that you want to pursue. And so I would encourage that you find a way to address your attitude so that you can move in the direction that you want to move in with the right perspective, with the right frame of mind and thinking. And so I say all that to say that, you know, look, I'm 38 years old. I own an insurance agency already that is cash flowing. It's doing what it needs to do. I don't have to go to this office to learn a new product. I don't have to do that. I could say I'm easily okay with where I'm at right now, but the reality is I have a good attitude about life and I want to help people out. And because I want to help people out, I do what I do. And so it all starts with just the mindset and your thinking. You know what I mean? You have to put um you have to put your everything into the right perspective. But anyway, just wanted to close with that. Just wanted to share where we're at, what I'm doing, and what we got going on today. Super excited. I hope everyone out there is safe and doing their thing. If you guys ever have any questions about insurance, anything personal. I'm a father. I'm a son. I'm a business owner. I am, I mean, there's so many different things we can chop up and talk about. But if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks so much.